Hi everyone, welcome to Self Image 2025. My name is Amanda Ong and I'm 30 this year. I have a group of mom friends and we call ourselves the Joy Club because we bring each other joy. I've met them throughout the year multiple times a week for play dates where our children who are around the same age get to form relationships and play with each other, and we get some sort of adult time with people who relate. And we all have similar parenting styles, and with any of the deviations we are able to respect each other, so it's a very safe space to be in. We've done 2 more IVF cycles for our second child, but I'm not pregnant right now. The first cycle ended in a negative, and the second cycle ended in a very drawn out miscarriage. But I'm happy to say I stopped bleeding after about a month and a half on Christmas Day, so I'm not bleeding now. It's over. We can move on. My daughter turned 1 and we went to Japan and Disneyland to celebrate that. And she's now about 18 months, and I can't believe I've been a mother for 18 months. It's been the best journey ever. We collected our BTO keys and finally moved in. The renovation process was really quick because I did so much prep before that, so I could move in really quickly. And from the key collection date to the move-in date, it was 2 months. I'm very proud of myself for that. And just for my future knowledge, the renovation, including new furniture and everything, costs about 30K. I really love living in this new home, my home, a home that I own, and I can do anything I want with it. And I have drilled some holes that do not look nice, but it's my home, so there'll be stories to tell. I did a solo trip with my daughter for 9 days in Hong Kong. We did crash a friend's trip, but the flights were on our own and we walked around on our own and everything. It was really challenging because of a terrible B&B situation, but we're here, we're alive, and that's enough. My mom started a sewing class earlier this year, and I also needed to use my SkillsFuture credits, so in November I started a sewing class to make a top and a skirt. It's from Fashion Makerspace, and I'm really loving it so far. I can't wait to make my own clothes and make some clothes for my daughter and anyone, but I'm just so excited to be creating in a different way. I also stopped collecting breast milk from the Haka somewhere around the latest IVF cycle because I decided it was too much of a hassle and she's not going to drink it anyway. The rest of my breast milk has been donated to an adoptive mom who's my friend, but I still have a few packets left in the freezer doing nothing right now. And I also decided to just stop wearing bras in general. It's just easier, I don't really leak anymore, and I feel free. I've been blessed with chiropractic sessions that are sponsored. I'm not someone who is able to listen to my body that much. Maybe I didn't grow up doing that, so I'm still learning how to listen to my body. But if you ask me how chiro has improved my life, you can ask my husband, who keeps track of which part of my body I complain about. So whenever we go for my chiro sessions, he can just tell the chiro where I'm hurting. I've celebrated so many first birthdays this year, including some seconds, and it is the cutest thing. I've been for 4 weddings, Tim and Zoe's, Vineeth, Melanie and Kevin, as well as Rad and Sahil. And unfortunately, I stopped exercising for myself. I stopped doing yoga when my daughter was able to crawl a bit too far from the yoga mat. And I also stopped bouldering. So it's been a long time since I've bouldered, and I miss it a lot. It feels a lot more stressful or less enjoyable when we still have to take care of our daughter instead of both of us climbing at the same time. I think after many months, I don't see it as such a stressful thought anymore, and maybe I just need to change my expectations for when I boulder. So we'll try it again on 1st January. I hosted Akamid 8. Knowing that it will be the last one in a while. So we haven't hosted one this December or November, and I don't know when I'll get back to doing it. But for now, unfortunately, I don't think I have the capacity to host a cappella events with the lack of manpower. So I will keep that in view until I'm at a more stable life stage. I painted my BTO walls. I painted a squiggle on it, and I'm really, really proud of it as well. I didn't really pick the colors very well because my my living room looks like Google. If Google wasn't a thing, I think it would just be a very nice set of colors. Anyway, my daughter started preschool in November. November was a trying month with my daughter starting preschool and the miscarriage. I started bleeding profusely on her second day of school. That was really scary. But anyway, the main point, my daughter started preschool and the school is really undersubscribed, which I love, because then there's more attention for each child. She not only joined playgroup a month early, it usually starts at 18 months, but she joined at 17 months because of my work arrangement with my boss and me having to go back to the office. So not only is she joining a month early for the class that's meant to be for 18 months to 3-year-olds, but she's also the only one in her class, so she's joined the N1s, which are the 3-year-olds, which makes the next youngest kid at least twice as old as her. So that was a very trying beginning. About 2 months in now, she's really getting comfortable with some of her friends there and she's warmed up to the teachers. Both English and Mandarin teacher changed at the same time because of the school restructuring, and it was very hard to see her cry again like it was the first day of school. I think she warmed up to the new teachers a lot faster and I'm so proud of her. She's so mature. I also saw my friend's newborn for the first time when I picked her up from the hospital, and it reminds me of how much of a miracle birth is. And this is a friend that really loves and cares for her children. I've also started making felt ornaments. I just found a random account on Instagram called What a Curly Life, and then I started making felt ornaments. I do it after my daughter sleeps at night as my wind down and my me time. I don't know, I just love it. I want to make ornaments for Lunar New Year next year. I'm still figuring out how to make an ang pao. It's a bit complicated because next year will be the year of a horse and I don't exactly know how to cut out a horse. I had 2 music releases this year. I released the Potty song and my daughter's Lullaby, and it's so nice that I get to put her to sleep with it. Sometimes she asks for mama music and I can put her to sleep with the songs I wrote for her. I dropped the weight of the a cappella community off my shoulders. I stopped thinking too much about Vocal Village in the second half of the year, and if it's meant to be, I'll pick it up again. It took a lot of courage to start working on it because it's something I'm really passionate about, but I don't think I have the capacity at this moment. Another thing I've thought about is that teenagers and maybe people in their early 20s look so good and they spend so much effort looking good for themselves most of the time. It's something that I can't comprehend right now. I think I'm past that stage. I used to wonder as someone in my early 20s why the older adults just stop caring about how they look. Well, I get it now. I simply don't have the time. I'm also very proud of myself for not stinging when I went to Disneyland. I've always not bought the thing I wanted to buy because it didn't seem worth it, but this time I did. I bought a headband for myself. In fact, I bought 2, and I just bought a bunch of other stuff. I bought some pastries that I wouldn't have bought because in the past I would have thought that if I can't bring it home, if I can't use it past eating it once, then it's not worth it. I can just buy Thai food for $4 instead of a churro for $10. But I treated myself this time and it felt good. There was always the lingering feeling of guilt that I spent that much money. So I think this time I was finally ready to let go of that guilt and just spend some money on myself. So that dessert, that item I bought, felt genuinely nice without the guilt this time. That's a really huge step for me because I've spent most of my life stinging on myself. In 2026, I hope to get fit for myself again. I want to at least boulder or do yoga once a week and maybe find some time to stretch every day like I used to. I climbed the fireman's pole like 2-3 days ago and I miss pole. And ironically, this gets in the way of getting fit for myself. But my second goal is to get pregnant again. This has been my goal for the past 4 years and I hope to finally stop saying it next year. My last goal is to make at least 1 piece of clothing for myself and 1 piece of clothing for Lyric. It's still Lin-Manuel Miranda. This mattress I saw on Instagram that can compress itself into a tiny bench even if it's not against the wall. Using a sewing machine. How easily AI is primed to change the world in a negative way if we don't monitor our usage of it, and how there are too many reckless people in positions of power to prevent that. Instagram. Balancing my priorities, like being a mom, being a wife, being myself. My daughter's health and happiness. I stopped caring about what important people think of me as long as I don't agree with their morals or philosophies. 6. Both the hard parts and the good parts are always just a phase. You can do hard things, and enjoy the good parts before they're gone. This is my flat. And I'm not going to show the view from my flat anymore because I realize that is the way stalkers can come and find me. These are my favorite clothes. This is my child. This is my husband. This is my mom. This is my dad. This is my brother. These are my paternal grandparents. These are the people who know me best on a daily basis. And this is me in 2025.